Vegas Raiders signed wide receiver Jalen Nailor to a 3-year, $35 million deal. So last season, he pretty much was operating at times as the number 2 wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings when Jordan Addison was out with suspension or banged up as well. When Adam Thielen they brought back last year, but he didn't do much. Then they traded him to Pittsburgh and he retired this offseason. Last year, 29 catches, 444 receiving yards, and 4 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. So we know this receiving core for the Raiders, it just hasn't been great over the last couple seasons. We know Brock Bowers, he's a monster at the tight end position. But in terms of wide receivers, they had Jacoby Myers, who had a good year a couple years ago. They traded him away to the Jaguars at the NFL trade deadline. And pretty much 3s and 4s, they were running out their receivers. So now he's more of a slot guy. And I think this Vegas Raider team, obviously they got to make more of an impact free agency on getting playmakers, where obviously it looks like they're going to draft Mendoza number 1. You got Chinty in the backfield, you got Bowers at tight end, and now they just need to fill in at wide receiver. So in terms of fantasy football, maybe a late round flyer I would take on Jalen Nailor, but like I said, we really haven't seen much out of him over the last few seasons, where he's a guy that'll get 400 or 500 yards and maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns in a season, and obviously that's not 1 or even number 2 wide receiver numbers to be a starter in the NFL. So Jalen Nailor signs with the Vegas Raiders, and we'll see if he can have a good season with his new team and have better numbers entering the 2026 season.